Hey guys, Quigon Quasar here, back again with another Mass Effect Andromeda video, and in this video I'm actually going to be showing you a build, kind of, but also showing you something new that's been added to the store, some new equipment. Now this thing is called the Assault Loadout. I'm going to be using this in a multiplayer match. I'm going to be telling you what guns and characters this works best with, and sort of what build this works, best around, and, fits in best with. Now, first things first, this basically increases assault rifle damage and shotgun damage by 15%, so it's kind of like a half-half. It's not as good as some of the other ones, that increase, biotic damage by 30%, or, assault rifle damage by 30%. It's kind of a bit of both, but I do think it's going to be great for some of the platinum builds that don't incorporate infiltrators or, like stealth, long-range characters, or playstyles. It's going to be great for, well, what you might have seen it before. I'm using the Quigon Mercenary right now. This is the character I'm going to be recommending to you guys. It's going to work great for those because, as you can see, I've got two of my favorite, one of my favorite assault rifles here and one of my favorite shotguns here. It's going to work great for a tank character, or really any close to medium range, battle focused, I guess you could call it, weapon focused character. Or playstyle out there. So I'm going to go ahead and buy that. That's going to be 120 mission funds. It expires in 5 days. In terms of when I'm recording this, obviously, so as soon as you see this video, I would get it if you want it, because like with everything else, it is a limited time thing, so I'm going to purchase that. And so yeah, we got the assault loadout. I'm going to go ahead and equip that. I've got the multi-capacitor equipped before that. I'm going to equip that, and the reason I think this is a really good loadout is because platinum, if you're not going to use, say, an infiltrator character for platinum difficulty, if you're not going to use the Solarian infiltrator, which is, if you've seen my other videos, you'll know that's my personal favorite. If you're not going to use the human infiltrator, or really any sort of stealth-based or sort of stealth-focused character that focuses on evading the enemy and attacking when, the time is right, as opposed to putting up a decent fight or defending a location, or putting up a good defense. If you're not going to focus on the infiltrator side of things, you're probably going to want to go with a more weapons focused or sort of damage output focused tank type character. The infiltrators and the tank based characters always do the best for platinum. Now I know I'm going to get some guys in the comments saying, no, you're wrong, you're wrong, Quigon. There are awesome characters out there that are epic for platinum difficulty. I'm not saying that there aren't other, I got that in a lot in some of my other videos. I'm not saying that there aren't other good options for platinum. I'm just saying that those are the most heavily used and heavily effective character builds out there. The infiltrators and the tank based characters, they're just very effective, very clear cut and simple, but also very effective. Simple yet sweet, simple yet effective for platinum difficulty. If you're not going to use, one of those, if you're not going to use the infiltrator, then this is going to be the right one for you. This is going to be the good equipment for you. Now, in terms of what characters I think this equipment would work well with, it would work very well with the human sentinel. I can imagine you're using shotguns and assault rifles over the barricade that the human sentinel has. It would work very well with them. I wouldn't equip it with an infiltrator. It just really doesn't sort of play to the infiltrator's strengths. I don't think it doesn't. It's not going to really help that much because generally infiltrators use snipers. Sometimes they use shotguns, but I wouldn't go with this equipment if you're trying to improve your shotgun damage, because generally infiltrators should only use one weapon, so that their powers and the tactical cloak regenerate super quickly. But I covered that in a ton of my other videos, so check those out if you're curious. But yeah, I wouldn't say use it with an infiltrator. With any Quigon in the game, it would work well with. Maybe not Quigon Vanguard, because you rely very heavily on your charge and Nova abilities, especially your charge ability to refill your biotic shield or biotic barrier. So maybe not with the Vanguard, but it worked very well with the Quigon Engineer. It would work very well with the Turian Soldier. That's another good tank character. It would work great with the where's the Human Soldier? The Human Soldier would work great with that. Let me find some others. No, I wouldn't go with the Asari Adept. Very power focused, so you're probably not going to want that. You're probably going to want the biotic based equipment. It would work very well with the Quigon Mercenary, as I've got here. Turian Havoc Trooper, it would work great with. That's one of the best characters in the game to use assault rifle and shotguns with. So, to go with a double loadout, with a dual loadout, and use a shotgun and a assault rifle at the same time, that character is probably the best character in the game to use a shotgun and an assault rifle at the same time with. Let me see. Angaran Insurgent, that would probably work pretty well with it. Let me find Battalion Scrapper. That would be another good one. I think that's everything. I think I've covered. Quigon Gladiator wouldn't work very well with it, I don't think. I'm looking at only the ones that I've unlocked, but I think I've covered most of them. They're the ones that I think it would work pretty well with, but all in all, I think it would be the best with either the Turian Havoc Trooper or the Quigon Mercenary, just because I think they are the best characters to use an assault rifle and a shotgun with. Probably the best one to use it with would be the Turian Havoc Trooper, but simply because that guy benefits from using two weapons and can really excel at close range and medium to long range. Whereas the Quigons, especially the Quigon Mercenary, because he's got the rage skill line that sort of makes it necessary to always fight at close range. You're probably going to only want to go with short range for this dude, but it would work well. This is like the number 2 character to use that with. I'm going to be using the Revenant and the Disciple. I don't really see any reason to show you the skills I've got, but that's the character I'm going to use it with. I'm going to jump into a match now. Probably a silver or a gold match, simply because this guy's not maxed out yet. I think he's like level 17. I'm probably going to get kicked from the lobby, and rightfully so. If I'm not a level 20, they should kick me from Platinum. If you don't come with a max level character, it's understandable to be kicked from that. So I'm probably going to do not Platinum, silver or gold. But I'll jump into that. I'll see you guys in a second. Right guys, I've jumped into a multiplayer match. We are on gold difficulty. I didn't want to try silver anymore. I think silver's just too much of a walk in the park right now. Ever since Platinum came out, silver has been pretty damn easy to do. We're rocking with, like I said, the Revenant and the Disciple. The Revenant has really low damage. I forgot how low the damage of assault rifles is, or some of the assault rifles in this game, which is fine. You know, that makes sense. They should be low. It's just I'm not used to it. I'm used to very high damage per shot weapons like the Disciple, shotgun, and the what's that sniper like? The Vanquisher. That's the Vanquisher that I use in every one of my videos. But so far, I can notice the difference. What was it? It's like 15% increase in damage for assault rifles and for shotguns. I can notice a difference. Like, let me just go up close. Because I've been using the Disciple like crazy lately, so I know exactly how it feels like. For gold, it does feel like we're doing quite a bit more damage, you know. It really does feel like it. For gold, that is. Like on silver and bronze, insane. It'll be so much better. It does fit. The Revenant, not so much, simply because I really don't use the Revenant, so I'm terrible with it. I've only used it for about, I'd say, half an hour, 30 minutes in the campaign. I don't really use it much in the multiplayer. What the hell's that dude doing? Don't really use it much in the multiplayer, and I really should have equipped a recoil or anti-recoil mod on it so that it doesn't kick back quite as much. I was considering doing that, but I equipped a larger magazine mod anyway. But I do notice an increase in damage. I have noticed an increase in damage. I'm going to play the entire match. We'll see how it does. Generally speaking, I wouldn't really have too much trouble with a gold multiplayer match, even with this guy. Usually I'll play with the Solarian Infiltrator. Very experienced with that character, and he's a max level. I've got the Solarian Infiltrator X rank. So I usually wouldn't have much trouble with that guy. But with this guy, he's a little bit low level. I think he's one of the characters that... he's one of the only characters that I haven't really got up to max level right now, that I'm trying to get to max level, if you get what I mean. I really only focus on one character at a time, and he's level 17, I think, level 16 or 17. So if I was going to have trouble with a character, it would be this guy instead of, you know, the Solarian Infiltrator. Honestly, I do notice it's a little bit easier. It does feel like each shot does a little bit more damage. Then again, though, with the Revenant, it's not really very sort of damage. You know, damage per shot focused. It never will be with assault rifles, generally speaking, apart from if it's like the grenade launcher, I think it's the M37 Falcon, that isn't really an assault rifle, but it's in the assault rifle category. I think the reason they put that in the assault rifle category is because there isn't actually really any grenade launchers in the game apart from I think the Venom shotgun and the Falcon. So they can't really justify building a whole another category for two weapons. And then, you know, if they did build another category, they'd have to put a lot more weapons in and a lot more grenade launchers into the game. But I just feel like each shot's doing a little bit more damage. Pretty bad weapon setup right now for this map, because this map is one of the more open, sort of exposed maps in the game, and obviously a lot of the combat for this map is based around the rooftop, like where I am now. It's just where the combat generally circulates around, and where enemies generally spawn. If you stood on one rooftop, they'll spawn on the other. If you stood on the other rooftop, they'll spawn on, you know, the first rooftop. So it's generally, it's not the best to show off the Revenant and the Disciple, but honestly, try this out for yourself. Like I said, it's up for 5 days, so it's not going down anytime soon. It's not going down, you know, super soon. You've got just under a week. to get it for yourself. It would be good for platinum difficulty because things like this are the reason why. Well, things like this are gonna like fix. I wouldn't say fix, but gonna tilt a certain balancing aspect of platinum difficulty. Because a lot, like I said before, usually the most effective builds and the most effective characters or builds and playstyles are the infiltrator builds, simply because they're the best for survivability. Because if you can go invisible, you're basically safe for a certain amount of time, and no enemy knows where you are as long as you don't get too close to them. You don't get within like melee range. You're pretty much completely safe. So infiltrators are generally speaking the best builds to go with. Now that being said, with stuff like this, with equipment like this, it will tilt the sort of the balance in kind of your favor if you don't like to play with infiltrators, or maybe you just want a little bit of a change and use sort of tank-based characters. Not even tank-based characters, just weapon-based characters maybe. This will tilt it more in your favor and make using those builds a lot more easy, a lot more effective. Every build and every character can be made to work in Platinum. I've done a lot of my videos with a massive variety of different characters and weapons. Check them out, like I said, if you're curious. And I've proven in a lot of my videos, I think, and you guys probably already know this, but I've proven in a lot of my videos that you can really construct a pretty decent build out of whatever character. It's not the case of, oh, there's only a couple of good characters in the game and a couple of good weapons in the game. You can really do it out of any character, but and really any playstyle and any weapon. But this equipment will really bring the potential and bring the power out, or the potential power out of a weapons-based character like the Human Soldier. The Human Soldier is generally speaking quite insignificant. His powers don't really stand out that much. Hasn't got the best, health, shield stats in the game. He's sort of just like measly. He's average. He's nothing too special, or she's nothing too special. Obviously, you can play with either gender. But that character is generally nothing special in any aspect, really. But if you like to play with that character, or you just like the loadout that character's got, or the power loadout that character's got, things like this will actually really balance it out, so that you can make those sort of builds effective and make them satisfying to use and useful to play with on gold and on platinum difficulty. So you should definitely check this out. Honestly, you should definitely check this out. I know there are other equipment items and equipment packages where, increases the damage by, a shotgun damage by 30%, or sniper rifle and pistol damage by 25%, and things like that. They've got a higher, they increase the damage by, a higher amount and a higher number. They're obviously going to be more effective, generally speaking. But generally, they only focus on one weapon. There's one, I can't think of one. I think there's one that improves assault rifle damage by something like 30%, and obviously 30% is a bigger number than 15%, it's double, and this equipment obviously increases the assault rifle damage by 15%, so it doesn't improve it or increase it by as much as that one, but the thing is, this is going to help you with 2 weapons instead of 1. Obviously you can only equip 1 piece of equipment, on 1 equipment upgrade at any given time. You can't equip 2. The fact that this will help 2 weapons instead of 1 is a very good thing. It will be very good for anyone that wants to rock with multiple weapons, because not always are multiple weapon or dual weapon loadouts the best. Generally speaking, they're not. It slows down your power recharge a great deal. It really does slow down your power recharge a lot. It makes your powers take a lot longer to regenerate. But things like this are really gonna tilt the balance and make weapon-based characters and weapon-based character builds, some of the builds that I've shown you guys and created for you guys, really going to make them more effective, and it's going to make it more satisfying to use those sort of builds. And like I said, sort of average characters like the Human Soldier, oh, I'm about to get wrecked. The Human Soldier, average characters like the Human Soldier are really going to be brought out and brought into it like a whole category of their own with an equipment upgrade like this. Generally, up until I really started to do more of these sort of videos about equipment and equipment upgrades, before I started really covering these, I would usually overlook these kinds of equipment. I only really looked for the ones that specialized on one specific thing. If it increased the damage by one specific power or ability or a weapon, I'd only focus on those because the numbers would generally be high. The percentage of damage that you gain, the damage boost that you gain would be bigger. I'd normally only really focus on those simply because the numbers were bigger, but I really overlooked things like this. But I've come to learn that they can be very effective. I know a lot of people, like I've seen some other videos on YouTube of other Mass Effect players And I've seen people in lobbies, you know, in the lobbies that I've been playing with, people rocking with like the N7 Hurricane. This guy's wrecking me right now. There's nullifiers are so annoying. People rocking with the N7 Hurricane submachine gun. I can't believe I just missed that. And you know, they use like a shotgun on top of that or a sniper on top of that. Equipment upgrades like this that you know, help two weapons at once and really overall improve the use of, you know, two weapon types. Very useful. They really are very useful. I know there's I think it's the Gorilla upgrade pack, I believe it's called, that increases the damage of sniper rifles and pistols by I think 20%. That's very, very useful because not everyone wants to just use a you know, a pistol or a sniper. Not everyone wants to use just a sniper because what the hell are they going to do if they ever need to, you know, fight enemies? Range melee on gold and platinum. Platinum difficulty generally isn't very good or very effective. So what the hell are you going to do at close range? But this equipment upgrades like this and like the Gorilla pack really make it so that you should use, they encourage you to use two weapons and make it so that, you know, using two weapons is rewarded and you're going to be able to do more damage with both of those weapons. Very effective and very useful, and I'm glad that they've added like a good diversity of upgrades, and they continue to add a good diversity of upgrades in this game. I'm trying to take this dude out. I forgot how good the Revenant is. I don't use it very much because it's just not my sort of thing, but it can be very good. And I think right now, because I had Berserk Rage active before, or Blood Rage, whatever you call it. I think it's Blood Rage, isn't it? My accuracy was really good right then. Obviously, it's not too good right now. It's like splaying out. I had Blood Rage active before, and it was making my accuracy amazing. That's why I got so many kills from across here. I'm going to go and help out this dude, though. Let's get back into the gameplay, folks. And I'm going to... Oh, wow. He's getting set by... goddamn assemblers. Don't worry, bro. I got you. I got you. By the way, if you want to learn more about the Quigon Merc, I've done quite a few videos with him, and I'm planning on doing some platinum builds with him. Obviously, he's a character that's been out for quite a while, so chances are you know quite a bit about him already. But I plan on building some of my own, my very own builds with him, creating some of my own builds. I haven't done any builds with this guy before. I plan on doing some with this dude very, very soon, and I think they're going to turn out pretty damn well. Been wanting to do a tank-based character build for quite a while. Is this guy gonna get it? I got you, bro. I got you. I'll cover you. One more, I think. Oh no, two more. We'll just try and keep these guys entertained here. I've got Blood Rage active, so I don't think I'm gonna be too... Oh wow, two at risk. Oh wow, I just got Oh, what the hell happened there? I think I brought my shields up just in the nick of time, and it actually pinged me out of death. I think I outran the game then and confused the game. Right, where's the objective? Try and keep these dudes entertained here so they don't go and pounce on my teammates. Is no one going for that? Really? Right, I'm going to make a run for that since I'm probably the toughest character in the game because I've got fortification active. Right, I got you, bro. I'll cover you. And one of the things I mention in my videos with the Quigon Merc is to generally don't go for the objective as the Quigon Merc. When you see someone going for an objective like that, just defend them. This is you're such a good bullet shield and you're such a good sort of tank, and just, you know, basically a bulletproof one-man army and one-man tank as the Quigon Merc. Just cover them, just stand in front of the guy that's trying to capture the objective and really hold it down, and play like a bodyguard play style. And I'm doing like a build based around that. But yeah, back to the gameplay. I think, wow, I forgot how good the Revenant is. It's really, really good. I think I've put quite a few points into the shrapnel launcher, whatever it's called. I always flat cannon. I always freaking forget what that thing's called. I'm gonna drill into this dude, do some damage to this guy. Oh, someone just got nailed. Hating the melee attack of the destroyer. It's so annoying. But yeah, you can definitely see that the damage has been increased. And I just took him out pretty damn quickly with both of these weapons. You wouldn't do that usually. Let's just get back up into point.
We're done here. Get yourself to the LZ.
When you do more damage, some of the assault rifles, they're great and everything, and assault rifles really are the way to go if you want like points. If you want to be at the top of the leaderboard. Right now I'm at the bottom of the leaderboard. If you want to be on top of the leaderboard in terms of like each game and get the most points, use a high rated fire weapon. Use like an assault rifle because you get the most assists with it. That's really like the main. That's one of the main focuses, like support of assault rifles, as opposed to straight up damage. But this is really going to make it so that assault rifles are great for support and great for raking in points, but also very good for dealing damage because they deal 15% more damage. Feels like the equipment upgrades in Mass Effect Andromeda are so goddamn well balanced and so well thought out They're never too far. They never take it too far. But you know, generally speaking, they're just good enough. And I really like that. I really like how balanced they are. We can take this dude out. Whoa, I'm about to get wrecked by a freaking assembler. That's embarrassing. I'm gonna just save my life though. Thank you, brother. Oh wow, freaking assemblers, man. No joke. Strafe. Oh, I got wrecked. Why am I doing this? Why am I freaking attacking at long range? I'm playing as a goddamn Krogan. I need to freaking Krogan up, get wrecked. Harness my inner, not Rex. There we go. We got Blood Rage going. Come on then. Oh, you want some too? Oh, damn. Getting tough. Load bullets back in. Oh, crap. Oh, I need to make a run for it, actually. This dude's slow as hell and we've only got 30 seconds. I'm going to just try and hold down the objective. I'll hold down the extraction zone a little bit. This character's also great for clearing extraction zones, clearing objective zones. They're just so tough. You can just walk down a hallway full of enemies and do a lot of damage and really push them back. See, look at the accuracy that I've got right now. Definitely improved because I've got Blood Rage on. And the damage is improved because I'm using this equipment, obviously. Get wrecked. Full extraction? Yeah, we got full extraction. Anyway, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I hope you guys found it enjoyable or helpful at all. Definitely check this assault loadout equipment upgrade out. It's very, very cool, as I've just demonstrated. If you enjoyed the video at all, like I said, leave a like. It would really help me out, and I would really appreciate it. If you want to see any more of my videos, definitely stick around and subscribe. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next video.